Hello everybody, it's Daniel from WinesByJennifer, and today's video is a little bit different. Usually I'm doing grape varietals or interviews, and today I just wanted to cover a region for beginners. So I'll do a whole series on regions for beginners, maybe a little more intermediate in the future, and then an expert level. But for now we're going to start off with the beginner. So Burgundy is an area in France that's just north of the Rhone Valley on the eastern side. And it's a region where they do two main grape varietals in particular. For their white wines it's going to be Chardonnay, and the style is kind of the opposite of California. Whereas California is big and heavy and oaky and buttery, lots of malolactic fermentation and creamy, the Chardonnays from Burgundy in France are typically either stainless steel treated, so unoaked, or they have a little bit of French oak treatment that's more neutral or used, and that imparts kind of a tropical fruit flavor. So the Chardonnays of Burgundy are going to be lighter, a little more fruity, and higher in acidity, lower on the oak, the heavy, toasty, buttery flavor, not so much. The grape itself is still a little heavier, so they're going to be still medium-bodied white wines, but not so much the California style. With that said, Burgundy also does the white grape varietal Aligote in much smaller proportions, and like I was saying in one of my previous videos, typically if it is Aligote, it'll be from the AOC Aligote of Bourgogne. Now with the reds from Burgundy, your main grape varietal is going to be Pinot Noir. So Pinot Noir is a lighter red, lower in tannins, and typically a lighter bodied wine that's not meant to be aged as long. In comparison to Willamette Valley Pinots, they're pretty similar with a light cherry but also earthy undertones to the wines, light tannins, and really, if they're done right, a nice, supple, and deliciousness delicacy about them. Pinot Noir is a very delicate grape varietal, but when it's done right, they can be some of the best and most expensive wines in the world. Now, like Chardonnay and Aligote, Gamay is also kind of the underling to Pinot Noir, and it's grown specifically and majority of the time in Beaujolais, which is just on the southern part of Burgundy. So Beaujolais is kind of its own region, but it is within Burgundy. And Gamay is really comparable to Pinot Noir in that it's lighter embodied, not meant to be aged long, and there's different levels to it, but it's typically a wine that's meant to be consumed young. And in fact, Beaujolais Nouveau is pretty much bottled as fast as possible, and then they have a big celebration with it at the beginning of the winemaking year. Thanks for watching today's video on Burgundy for beginners. If you have any questions, feel free and leave them in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you're new. We do this every day. One grape varietal a day as well. There's links to our social media in the description down below. And as always, I'll see you next time.